Donkey Kong Country was released in 1994 for the Super Nintendo. After seeing just about a 10-year gap following the arcade series simply called Donkey Kong, the ape makes a very loud statement by starring in an iconic game that would not only lead to a threequel on the Super Nintendo, but establish the standard image for him and his family. The majority of the music in this particular game was done by David Wise, who enjoyed success from other rare video game soundtracks such as Wizards and Warriors, RC Pro-Am, and perhaps most notably, Battletoads. The audio also had contributions from Eveline Fischer and Beanland. I offer much gratitude to this British trio for providing the soundtrack to my childhood as we dive into the very first level of the game, Jungle Hijinks, with the track known as DK Island Swing. Alright guys, we're gonna jump in to this swing number here. So we're gonna be exploring kind of a big band style of swing. This song is easily comparable to Benny Goodman's Sing Sing Sing. Take a break, go listen to it real quick so you can kind of get the same concept that we're gonna be going for here. But otherwise, let's go ahead and jump into the lesson. Alright guys, so going into this swing number, we notice that it opens up with a tom solo. We do have to be careful that we are swinging heavy in our low tom. We're going to take it as a really slow tempo, so let's give that a try. We're going to switch it up a little bit because the second part, I wanted to accent the hi-hat while also playing those same accents in your right hand low tom. This part gets really tricky. Let's try to break it down very slowly. We're basically looking for a double stroke here. You're gonna give me a good strong down, then you're gonna catch your hi-hat on the way back up. If you don't play traditional, don't worry, you can still practice the same way using the match grip. Alright, next, let's try to throw in our open and close hi-hats. Since we have open and close hi-hat, we'll be able to rely on our foot to close, which means we'll actually only need to give our hi-hat 3 strikes. Now the tricky part, make it swing. Let's see if we can keep the hi-hat closed the whole time. Just give me those 3 beats and give me the same accents on your right hand for the low tom. Don't worry too much about playing the right hand perfectly. As long as you're given a solid melody on your low tom, it'll have the same effect. The idea is that you're taking a drum solo here, setting up the big band with your swing. Let's see if we can do that a little bit faster. Tricky part again. Let's try it with our open and close hi-hat. That one can be pretty tricky, so make sure you practice that one a lot. It's a really good exercise. For extra bonus points, why don't you try throwing your kick drum in on the former accents where your high tom was. It's a really good way to build your four-way independence. Next, we're going to take on pretty much the main swing part. I'll go ahead and play the opening, and then I'll go ahead and make that transition, and then just keep on playing the swing beat. So that's pretty much all there is to it. Now, one thing I do want to go over is that in standard swing, modern swing that is, you wouldn't really hear a kick drum on the 1 and 3 counts. What's more likely is you'll hear a technique called feathering. And what feathering is lightly having your kick drum on all 4 counts, but like I said, it's very, very lightly, very subtle. Generally speaking, you want your kick drum to be a little bit more subtle, except for when you're doing a drum solo. So this time I'm going to play it while feathering bass instead of 1 and 3. As always, thanks for dropping by, checking out this quick video. Swing is a really fun world to explore, so if you find any ways to use these patterns, make sure you tag me in them. Otherwise, like the video, drop comments, make some requests, hit me up on social media, all the good stuff. Till next time,